Hello guys, this is Botworld Adventure and this is Ptash. Hope you have a good day. And this is the review of the newest bot, which is Comet. No, it's not Comet, but it's a very similar name. It's Meteor. Meteor. And it's a brand new legendary bot, a new addition to Botworld Adventure. So I would like to review this bot. Obviously, we will talk about abilities, about the AI, and I will showcase the skins. So I've already done sort of, so it's not that important. He doesn't have much skins right now, but we will talk about abilities, AI, and we will of course test him in the real battles. So I think it will be fun. It's tank bot, so it should be able to soak up the damage of enemies, and we will see how well he does with that. So for a very start, we should look at his abilities. So he has 3 abilities as any other bot, nothing spectacular here. The first is very simple. It's pound, and it works exactly like thump basic attack, or also it works like the chainer's attack. Then we have armor up, which is very interesting. It's like a buff up of the beat or KO, I think. Yes, KO. So every couple of seconds he gains damage reduction, and it goes up to 4 stacks. And I wonder how it works with other damage reducing like boosters. We will probably check that out in this video too. Then we have the biggest, bestest, fastest, strongest. Yeah, this is the ultimate ability, so it's Crater. So notice that the Meteor is kind of simple bot. So he has only 2 active abilities, and one of them is basic attack, so it's not really an ability, right? So the Crater is like only real one ability here, but it's very cool. I have some thoughts about it, and yeah, I think you will have fun with that ability. Notable thing about it is that in AI you gain like this ultimate on the very entry to the battle, so you can check that impact here makes Meteor crash into the arena. So I think it's exactly like he would be using his ability. So and that's very cool. I don't think that any other bot does that. Of course, other bots sometimes damage on entry, like Flamer or like Bombi, but he uses ultimate on his entry, so it's very interesting. Yeah, so basically that was all about abilities. Now we go to AI. AI is actually quite straightforward. Generally a straightforward bot, especially for legendary. I think it's much simpler bot than Comet. So a path of AI is generally for like skirmishing, like brawling. It's more of a brawler path, and the bottom path is tankiness. So here we have more damage on his basic attack or reduction of armor up. And I think that armor up can be a crazy ability, so I've decided to go for it. We have no choice here. And then we have stun on armor up. So as I said, more brawling potential, but we've got less armor, so less tankiness. And then we have more health, pretty simple. Move speed, reduction of stuns, so also very simple. And then we have the most interesting thing on the level 5 AI. I would like to farm that AI 5 and properly test this bot. This for now is just like a showcase to you and like review sort of, maybe not proper review, but just showcase with some partly a review, right? Because I would have to get him to level higher level and get him to level of AI 5. So yeah, here we have enemies in the crater take damage over time, and here we have friendly bots get charge of their ultimate ability. So it's interesting because Comet also makes your allies, I think, no, he also has something to do with that ultimate ability charging. I think he sort of steals the ability charge from other bots. So it's kind of a theme about these, you know, legendary bots in Botworld, that they have to do something with these ultimate abilities. Like they boost that or they steal that. But maybe it's just random. I don't know. So what would you take? I think that I would probably... I mean, there's no good choice. It depends on your... obviously on your preference. I would say that if you went for a combo, I would go for the church crater, and if I gone like for like just Meteor, doesn't have to use combo, just place him, he's probably better here. Okay, and this is it for now. So we are going to probably test him out just like that. First goes, you know, alt cooldowns, I would say, just the classic, you know, just the classic stuff. Alright, so let's get this here. After that, I'm very interested in seeing, you know, how he does with these damage reductions. But it will be hard for me to make him survive for long enough so he gets like 4 stacks. And my other bots won't kill, you know, enemies. I would probably have to get lower level of my pulse, so that would be fitting, you know. And yeah, I think that's what we will do for now, though. Just maybe, I don't know, flamer, right? Let's see. So it has been pretty hard for me to make their abilities sort of sync, and because, you know, oh, I forgot. Yeah, so that didn't make sense, but actually it kind of did. I think it trapped them. Kind of works, I would say. Not too bad, not too bad. All right. Good old, you know, good old flamer. What to say differently, right? Good old flamer. I also have brutes, so I guess we'll fight one more time, and we will see how this Meteor performs. So you probably are aware that it's kind of hard for me to properly test this bot if I have him on only level 20 and the enemies are level 27 even. It's kind of hard, but he has to be somewhat strong, because you know what? He's been doing fine in these battles. So, and again, I didn't place him properly, but whatever. We will see what will happen. So I guess he will jump to there, and then my trainer will have them. Let's see. Yes, and they like the crater. So I think I should start talking now what I think about this bot. Is he strong? Is he not strong? Is he bad? And so on. So the notable thing about the crater is that often it will work against you. Like if the enemy just ghasts you out of the crater, and the crater will keep his like snipers safe often. And another thought I have about this ability in general is how the bot targets the closest enemy with this Meteor. And again, I put him in the wrong place. Imagine I put him here. I keep forgetting about that. But whatever. Yes, so my issue with his ultimate is that he targets the closest enemy, I think at least. And that's quite bad, because you would like him to like trap the bots that the enemy is trying to hide to cover, like snipers or splashers, right? So it's not very powerful in these situations, right? It's not often the best for you to have this crater on the board. Like just in this very battle right here, you could see that I put a crater in the Meteor, sorry, in the wrong spot, and he was sort of standing because his own crater was blocking him. But let me see here. So this should work quite well, right? I will ignore these two guys on the bottom, and let's see how these ones are completely dismantled because they have nowhere to run. So in these cases it's very cool, but here's the another case, right? So he trapped these enemies in crater. However, the allies couldn't get to them. So if I had maybe like snipers or splashers or generally ranged bots, that would be kind of good, right? Because they would be trapped in one place with crater. However, I'm not sure. It's kind of situational, you know, because you will often have melee bots with you. And yeah, if the crater like sort of protects sometimes the enemy, so your own bots cannot access them. Kind of weird. But you know what? Overall, I think that crater is Meteor. I call him crater. I might start calling him a crater, you know, at this point. But you know what? In general, I would say that he's a very cool bot. I love him. And because I always liked this sort of weird, you know, maybe not weird actually, it's like interesting, right? Bots with interesting abilities. Because yeah, there is no other ability that would create terrain in the game, and I'm happy that we've got this. There's definitely ways of doing that in the game, right? Like with the barrier wall. So I'm glad that finally a bot got this. And yeah, I think that it's just an interesting bot, despite of having like, I love this like he's both simple and interesting at the same time. That's what I always, to me it's like perfection, right? Something isn't overly complicated, but it's very interesting at the same time. And this is exactly what Meteor is, so I'm very glad that this bot was added and how he is. But yeah, let's just test him. There's no but, right? We will see how strong he is. I guess that I'm doing this video so late that's probably figured out and people are already like checking him out, right? But you know what? I don't care. So I've got to show you again, I've got 30% of both energy and physical resistance. And I also have this, you know, also have this armor up ability on him. And I want to stack it up as much as possible. I'm going to get lower level enemies, not enemies, sorry, lower level allies. And we'll see, maybe I will manage to get 4 stacks and we will see how it works. Will he be like immortal or something or not? As for combos, I'm like, you know, I think I'm kind of over with combos in Botworld Adventure. I think that it's much more fun to play just the game just you know, at my point, at my level at least, like naturally, without these very specific combos that you need to time and so on. So I wasn't particularly looking for them when testing this bot, right? But we will see. Okay. So this will be interesting. So I want to... Oh, this is the worst, because I want the battle to be as long as possible. But that won't be the case. Because first of all, Meteor won't survive. That's the very first thing. And the second thing is that we have a timer. Just, you know, bombies will blow up, and what then? The battle ends. So I'm not the smartest, not the brightest bulb in the shed in that regard, you know, but it happens, okay? It sometimes happens. So let's just maybe try something else, some other enemy. Maybe not this one. And let's try to protect my my little meteor as much as possible. Okay. What's that? I don't want bandits, I don't think so. It will be hard to stall the fight for a long time. These aren't very good either, they are squishy. I want tanks, but I don't want... Yes, Tams would be perfect, I think, for that. They don't have damage, so it's great. Alright, so I will tank these just like that. I will put him here. And I will put Nibble here. Okay. So where's my armor up? Come on. This is the first armor up. Alright. Should be second. This is the second stack. So I think that armor up doesn't work against poison. Which would be... it would make sense, right? And I've made a mistake. And I wonder what to do. How to... Okay. Because that would defeat my poor... Okay, so he's still taking damage. I'm not sure how many stacks he had. But he was taking, to be fair, very little damage. So it kind of works, kind of doesn't. It's hard to tell, right? He's definitely not immune. Although I saw immune, so I'm not sure what that meant. Let's maybe try again. That was interesting, to say the least. When it comes to the combos, you could see that I tried to make a combo with Flamer and it sort of worked, but you would have to play with timing, and that would probably involve like trying different, you know, timings of for example AI, of, you know, of Flamer, maybe different boosters. I guess you could also try and do that with, you know, with Scheller. Mort, sorry, not Scheller. But you know what? I think that's like combos in Botworld Adventure are probably kind of over, aren't they? Because look at this, you know. When we had old Chainer, yes, we could make crazy combos in the game, but now after Chainer was... yeah, he survived for a long time and he really was tanky at the end. Like, imagine him in that situation when he was level 30, like, he would be probably unkillable. Yeah, this bot is certainly crazy. I think it might be much better than Comet. Like, for me, Comet is sort of like just another legendary bot. He doesn't really feel legendary... epic bot, sorry. Comet doesn't really feel like he's legendary in terms of power. He seems just to be like most other, you know, evaders in terms of power. Sorry, Meteor. Yeah, I think at like level 20 and he survives a long time against level 26 opponents. Like, he's definitely something you want. I think I can't tell if he's super strong or he's just only tanky and doesn't really do much besides that. It's hard for me to test, you know, but I would say that in general, yeah, he should be strong. Like, on paper, in terms of stats, he should be very, very strong. And I only have level 2 of his AI, right? And he's already surviving against much higher level opponents. And with these boosters for damage reduction, he seems to be very tanky even against these much higher enemies. So yeah, I would say very interesting choice. But you need to remember his utility. He might be tanky, but if he's the only one left, he won't do enough damage to you know, to deal with enemies. I would say that's it for this, right? I could maybe just for fun one last thing I want to test out. So it would be getting area of effect boosters, so we will see how big his crater can grow. So that would be interesting. So let's just get there and let's just choose boosters. And that would be what? Area, Albot area attack radius and bot effect area. Look at how much I've got that. Alright, can I try something cool? Okay, I think it's cool. So, well, will it work for his very first attack? I think it should. And let's try and stall so we see him using his ultimate, because we don't... Oh damn, that looks so cool. Yeah. That's very cool. But at the same time, the crater then is so big that you aren't really trapping anyone, right? Or maybe you do. I have to say, it's looking so damn cool. It's crazy. One more time, come on. Yeah, that's super nice. That's super nice, I have to say. Alright, so this is it. This is Meteor. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe leave a subscribe or something like that. You know what? I hope that you will get Meteors because these are cool bots. I don't know how you even get them, because I got them from the devs in order to showcase it to you. But I don't know how you get them. Do you exchange them with, like, you know, legendary fragments again or something? I don't know. I hope they are accessible though, because this is really a cool bot. I wish more people had him. And yeah, let me know what you think about this bot. Would you like to have him if you don't? And yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.